Hello and welcome to my little stream. I am back to Genshin Impact. So, today I luckily I was able to set up my chat in proper time, so we don't have to listen to that bad bot that doesn't speak that well. You can listen to my bot that I paid for with real money. So, hopefully you're gonna still enjoy the stream. We're gonna do some Genshin storylines, and yeah, let's start. So, let's open this game screen. Hello, it's me, your boy, Rock, with bad hair as usual. So let's just jump in. Yesterday I played a little bit. I joined a friend in a world and checked how it looks there. So, yeah. Last time also, I joined the war against the Vision Hunters in Inazuma, so that's great. But now, we're gonna continue we're gonna do a story of someone else, but first we need to do a daily trial.
This is starting to feel like chili pepper weather. Paimon's hungry for some fresh and fiery, spicy foods that let your taste buds have a blast.
Oh yeah, and also I did some wishing,
There's one dish that fits the bill.
and I got the legendary sword for him. Look at that legendary sword. Look at it. Isn't it epic? Look at that. That's a legendary sword, guys. I still need to upgrade it quite a bit, but I need to get some specific items that I can't. So, oh, 3 more. And I got the free wish here, so. Very nice, so. We can now unlock this one. And also we're gonna do these missions. But first I need to collect my rewards and stuff. She's up there, I need to get it. So now my Bennett here has a legendary weapon, my first ever legendary weapon. So I wanna max it to the max as much as possible, so because it's under leveled at the moment. Jump. Why did he go sideways when I jumped? See? He's going sideways for some reason. I'm gonna get you, you wish. You wish you can hide from me, but you won't be able to. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Grab it. Whoa, 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 grab it. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's happening to you? Whoa, come on. Really? You're gonna do this to me? Annoyance. An annoyance. Stop going sideways. Did it? Yes! Yes! Okay, so let's go back to Mondstadt to do the daily missions here. Then we can continue to next areas. So let's go do the easy ones, and then we're gonna do the exclamation mark one, because that's usually a little bit harder or longer, and I don't want to do it right now. Well, and I got free wings as well, yesterday, from that drops. Oh, he throwed. Not.
Off we go.
Who's throwing that? There are no... Which guys?
Why do they never miss?
Yeah, that's my question. Change, you wanna click one. As usual. Okay.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Off we go.
Oh, it does wind attack as well.
Let's light it up.
Scratch that.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Voila. Finally died. Whew. That was a challenge. Up here? What is that one doing up there? In that snow area? I guess that's still Mondstadt. It's not the ice area then. I'm sure there's no city or something like that. That's new.
Keep back.
Oh, it also gives you like that you need to beat them now. You cannot just skip stuff. You almost did it. Voila! Man, that was a new one. I never got that mission before. So that's interesting. Interesting indeed. Guess they were just annoyed because people were just run to the end, not fighting everything. Probably that's the case. No reinforcements are gonna come, because they always do.
Think you can bully me?
Get out of here!
Think you can bully me?
Keep back! Let's light it up! Get out of here!
So that one there.
Scratch me.
Okay, got him. I have a lot of those ones. And now the last one is in town. So the easiest way to get there is by doing that. To the capital. Inside? Okay, that's new. It's also new, I never seen that one before. Why am I doing this? I could just open my map and teleport wherever I needed to go. Ka-ching! Say the new wings. Wow, that's new. Golda wants to give you something present for Jinra. Wood wants to give you Shall Baines go? I will. Didn't bring enough. Okay, I'm back up. And mission accomplished. We did. I was surprised. I said we did. Oh yeah, because Paimon is next to me. That's why we. The characters that I have have no relevancy over the arcing story or people talking. So, yeah.
Add Astra.
Claim my daily reward. Thank you very much. And now, let's go for the mission. Which one is this? Sign und something. Damn, I have a lot of missions to do. Okay, so which one is it? I can tell by the emblem. The fox. This one. Navigate. It's a yellow marker. That's new. Or it was always yellow. I don't know. Well, let's continue, I guess. But it was never yellow, was it? I think it was never an exclamation mark. It's always a dot. Kinda gives me a vibes of playing other like WoW and Terra and another game that I played, I forgot the name of.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Hello, I'm just buying. I'm don't want.
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler?
No.
It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's
What
the
happened?
general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Did she go?
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
That Adepti line is truly remarkable.
Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Yes.
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload.
Seems like I'm the only one who can do it, indeed.
We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
And now we start the mission.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer.
Paimon
We should
continue.
hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Yep. Yeah. Level up, I got a free reward. It's a tall mountain. There's the thingy up there. And then she's gonna say, oh, it's really, they have a hard time. It's literally half of what I do. Actually. Yeah, so it would be easier for them. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, there she is.
Huh? The person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her.
Yep. Hello there.
Ganyu, here you are.
The silence is real.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Left the human world?
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
What?
I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well.
I believe there's been a huge misunderstanding.
I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort.
She's oblivious.
After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Wow, Peter. We're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow. You Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well.
Chat about the old times? Get along?
Ah, a matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
I'm a bit curious indeed.
Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed.
Horns?
When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
No, they need you at the base. No. I think you upset. Seems you didn't read the room.
Ah, one's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival.
I think it's mostly because of Paimon, because Paimon laughed
One
so
cannot
loudly.
help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it.
I want to know more.
Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Thus. Please,
Liyue
that word.
Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
Did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Outthon right now, preparing for the trial.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then.
Okay, at least I don't have to climb a giant mountain anymore. That was a pain. Already 45 minutes? No, actually, I started... Sorry for the noises behind me. It's just people are working.
Let's light it up!
You got the wrong one. What? What? I'm confused. It told me to come here, and then when I did, it told me to go up there. Okay, that was weird.
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here?
We want to keep you company. I'd like to try this Adepti training.
Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long. Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
So level 15 then. Wait, what? I'm confused. Press R. I'm failing.
Next on the agenda...
Pew. Pew.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Why did you jump?
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Yeah, it's not like I missed 50 times. Pfft.
Access denied.
I did it. Yeah.
We've completed the task. What do you think?
A good adepti. Being an adepti is not easy.
I
No.
agree.
Oh,
You
you do?
possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite having none of their blood.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
Moon. Is it Moon Creve?
The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
What?
Huh. So it's Shell. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
What a surprise.
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of
Okay.
course we are. Let's go.
Damn, I should have clipped that. It would be so funny. Well, I can do it. Nah, I'm gonna do it later. What time it is? Still not even an hour. Wait. Okay, no, that's just a thing. That is a wish. Hello there, my friend.
You're half an hour late.
What,
I
really?
see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Shell is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
Damn, she looks so depressed. It seems that I understands Doing quite well.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
Now I know why people like her so much.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Adventure time!
No touching. Born of ice and frost.
I summon thee!
Born of ice and frost.
Get back!
Next on the agenda.
Shoot! I can't afford any more bandages.
Oh. I taste blood.
Scratch that!
Can't breathe.
Really? It killed me completely? I hate the rain.
This is long overdue.
That's a lot of damage from a bowsman.
Access denied.
God damn it, I cannot dodge anything.
Shake it and stir!
All hail. Access denied.
Don't worry.
No touching. For Rex Lapis.
God damn it, I cannot click the right
Royal decree!
ones.
Access denied. We're way behind schedule.
Damn, that was harsh. Come right back, I just need to heal myself. A full, like, bow team That could be done. I think I have some wishes here. Oh, from. Oh. Thank you for the heals. Her ultimate is really strong, but only on certain things. So, if you combine that ultimate with water, some kind of witch, should be really strong.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
He could be nice while sharing them.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky
Sure.
So even here, there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
Apparently I can. One is... Yes. Type troublesome.
He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans is a different story.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money?
He just can't take criticism. Show some respect.
How dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti yourself.
He might sorta have a point. We did come here looking for Ganyu after all.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said... He was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that I...
Go back to Liyue Harbor with us. You're better off sticking to your side.
But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
We told you it was misunderstanding.
It's true! Just believe us!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!
Back to the town, yeah.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there!
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Okie dokie. Slow and steady. Sorry.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh, that's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood. Similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karst, in fact.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu? I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
It's a bit awkward, Little Miss Ganyu.
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
That's just a... Didn't just a book by its cover, they say. I'm trying to remember if I've ever missed... Oh.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu. Your kind words make me feel that my decades of hard work haven't been in vain.
Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, my apologies. It's not intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes,
Oliver
she
Keeble.
works at UA Pavilion
How are
and she's
you?
my junior.
Hello, Oliver.
How can I help her?
I'm doing great. I'm just listening to the story and enjoying the story.
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh?
As expected of a agency member, he is actually helping Rinnu.
Let's move then, to UI Pavilion. Oliver Q. Is this game free?
Yes, it is. It's totally free. Unless if you plan on gambling away your money, so it depends on you. Because it's a gacha game, you don't need to put any money. I still put zero money into it, and I'm having fun with the story and the gameplay. I should play really more of this game, but I just don't. You can get everything for free, just a little slow pace.
Ganyu.
And that's it.
It's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of
It
peace
should be
in
a
this
very
chaotic
addictive
times.
game, but it's a game that actually has its limits of what to do. So it's basically a game that makes you play every day, but not that long period of time, unless if you're trying to do the story.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuehai Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario.
That's years of work experience of you.
All right. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
In that case... Ah! I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
I still don't get it.
Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
How can you
you're
remember names? I
Follow
don't get
me,
it.
please.
I'm so bad with names. So bad. There. I'm not gonna walk down there or fly down there if I can just teleport down there. Oh, we meet again. Flower Man.
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must be from the Yuehai Pavilion? I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuehai Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Oh, tax records? Thriving?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Is that how Behave.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully, line by line and word by word.
To extend in the next record.
Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have some proof of it.
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice. He wouldn't be swayed by the likes of Dongshin.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chinksa Village. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence. That's the best way to show your gratitude.
I'm afraid I can't go to Chinksa Village.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, that's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry to trouble you like that.
Nice person. That's a nice person. It is very far. Well, let's go. Oh. I remember this area. Hello, old man.
Ah, welcome, welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help you? I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for a chat.
Chinksa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that. Fine, what?
I'm sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away, then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Of course you can, but I'm not so sprightly anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west of here. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. I tried to drive them away, but they just wouldn't leave. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself. And while you're at it, you can teach those louts a lesson.
Louts.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Don't stare at him while he wonks, goddamn.
Warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Over.
Oh, Paimon sees them too.
Fatui.
It's one of the Fatui.
What are they doing here? What's... No.
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Shouldn't we observe him for a while first?
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. You need not. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intentions. Consider it my intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
What are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
I hate fighting the Fatui. They're so strong.
I'm here.
Adventure time!
Damn, he turns fast.
Adventure time!
Oh, it's revealed.
I'm going in!
Get back!
These scoundrels.
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I think we were... enough. Tell us everything.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Qingce village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
About to... what?
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Qingce Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries. That's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
Might have blamed him for nothing.
I also feel that he's telling the truth.
Oopsie.
I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice then?
I'll get back to my berries.
Good choice.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work. My intuition is not as accurate as it used to be.
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice, after all.
That's so weird for... So weird. Because... how can I say this? We were bullying him, literally, because we have, like, the upper hand. But he is the bad guy, so... it's weird.
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
By royal decree. Get out of here! Take cover! Off we go!
Think you can bully me?
Keep back!
Oh!
Owie. How did you hit me? At all.
Take cover!
Let's go.
Oz, yeah. Get out of here! Out of the way! Keep back! Keep back! Let's light it up!
Shaken and stirred.
By royal
No rest for the wicked.
Shaken and stirred.
Damn, he's so tough.
All clear. Quick.
I really need to upgrade my weaponry.
An invoice from One Man Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too.
That's a new item. Never seen that before. Is like them more up there? Nope. Look for an invitation. It's a little weird that it's not here, like here. Where could it be then if it's not here? Oh, behind. Where this chest is.
This one is Second Lives. We finally found it. Let's bring this invoice back to Roishin.
And then we're gonna do the same thing for the other guy.
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters. We've brought it back.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can solve this.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and have a nice chat with the owner?
An actual nice chat, or we just are gonna expose him? Cause didn't we say we need to do both of the bargains or whatever, or whatnot?
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I remember. I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself, but I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
You've got no shame.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpenters. I'm Master Lu. I didn't...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Boalai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me behind my back. He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry. Would you care to elaborate? I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position, that's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had.
Ganyu solved both Huishin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must allow me to repay your kindness.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious.
I'm so quiet. I'm just listening to the story, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just so enjoying the
Traveler and
tale.
Paimon are invited as well. I appreciate your help.
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat.
Forget you. Paimon, don't forget your manners.
Come on, it's just a meal.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huishin.
Actually, I've already booked Senua Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not refuse such generosity.
Says the one who refused the generosity. How dare you? How dare you? Oh well. What can you do? One press V. Oh, it's in here. I never went in this building that much. Press F. Oh, yeah. Hello there. That's a big feast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more people. Where are they?
Accepting my invitation.
Wait, Paimon.
And
4.
as for the 2 of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huishin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help, there's something I'd like to tell you.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away. No need to hesitate.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuehai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuehai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huishin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis, they rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right.
I'm gonna cry.
That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary.
I told you you haven't been.
Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
But I'm hungry. We didn't eat
Good luck,
nothing.
Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I didn't eat nothing. Literal nothing today. Look at all that sweet food. Look at that. All in the way. The waste. Where is the exit? I'm lost. Oh, there it is. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up? Look! Look who's back!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break...
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all. Given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those that are in progress. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Oh, finally. We're saved.
Yes.
Kind of weird way to
There's
say
one more
we're
thing.
saved.
I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now.
It was a fun adventure for me too.
To think
I'm
that I've
hungry.
gained a human friend outside of work. It makes me happier than I could have imagined. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
Sure, but are you ever done with work, Ganyu?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
Alright. We got a friend. Quest complete. And we're only... Oh, I did an hour and 44 more minutes. And I have to be more exact. Okay. Let's go back to Mondstadt. Well, next time we're gonna do the next mission and so on and so forth. But first, let me go characters. And I should...
Penny's adventure team!
Because this wings fits him perfectly. Switch. For her, I don't think... Maybe it fits. Not really. The white goes well, but not that well. For her, it doesn't work. For her, it would probably work a little bit.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as...
I saw something. What is that? Like a... Oh, it's a different outfit. You can do that? Does Razor have anything like that? Nope. Okay, so that's also a thing you can get. That won't work on her. It will work on her though. Hi. Wait. While I'm here, I need to check wings. So I have the blue wings. No, I actually don't have the blue wings anymore. But the normal wings, yeah, they're not brown enough. This one are too spatial. This one are that type. The fire one. And this one actually fits him kinda well. Electric one. Doesn't really fit him that well. I think the fire one fits him way better. Reward for reaching a certain station level in Liyue. So it's a Liyue one. So I really need to start doing Liyue stuff.
Add Astra at...
I leveled up. That's what happened. Wait a minute. Now I have an interest. What about you? Do you have different... No? She does that? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Well... mission time, I guess. We continue the story because we have another hour to go. We can do the story quest. Navigate. It's from her.
Hey, guess who's here? Oh, no way! It's the Traveler and Paimon!
Ah, Traveler, welcome. Good to see you. What can I get for you?
We want some blackback perch stew!
All right, blackback perch stew it is. Make yourselves at home. It'll be right out for you in just a moment.
Thanks, Chef Mao!
I was just thinking about you guys, and now you're here. It feels like you heard my call and came running.
You mean you were about to come looking for us?
Uh-huh. There's something I want to discuss with you guys. Did you happen to see how the city looked on the way over here? Everyone's getting ready for the Moon Chase Festival.
Oh, so that's what it's called.
Moon Chase Festival? Is that another one of Liyue's ancient traditions?
That's right! Moon Chase is a big festival where we celebrate the arrival of the fall by moonlight. The old folks say that thousands of years ago, this was the time of the year when the Adepti would seek the way. But it's completely different nowadays. We eat our favorite foods, spend time with friends and relatives, enjoy the moon and the flowers. So much easier. Basically, we just do all the things that people like doing and don't take a whole lot of effort.
Sounds like Paimon's kind of festival.
With your great taste in food, Moon Chase Festival is sure to be to your liking.
Paimon has taste. Let's agree on disagree.
Hey, if you got a problem with Paimon's taste, just spit it out.
So are you guys free these days? I'm taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs. If possible, I'd like you to be my culinary consultants.
That's right. Getting some suggestions from friends will broaden your horizons.
Masterful chefs, huh? So is that like a competition?
Right, yeah! I guess you probably haven't heard about it before.
Nope.
Every year, Moon Chase Festival has a different theme, usually picked by the Qixing. This year's theme is Feast of the Bounteous Land, so the Qixing decided to organize a cooking competition.
Feast of the Bounteous Land. Pretty much sums up what Liyue is all about. Great theme.
I totally agree. I heard it was Ningguang that came up with it. She's so amazing and so full of mystery.
So what do you mean need us to do?
I want to take part in the competition, but coming up with new dishes is hard work. By the time you finally thought of something, cooked it, taste tested it,
It can be hard to judge whether you're really into something or not. And so, I was thinking, I could get the two of you to help by gathering everyone's thoughts on what makes a great dish. I really want to think outside the box this time. And to do that, I'm gonna need lots of different ideas from lots of different people. This'll be a piece of cake! We've got friends from all over the map, haven't we?
Certainly don't lack contacts. Can't help being popular.
You sound pretty confident.
Yes.
Well, you know, not to brag or anything. But first things first, let's have a delicious one-man meal. After that, we can go around to all of our friends in Liyue and get their ideas one by one. Okay, great. Also, Guoba should be back soon, so we can all go together.
Here's your black-back perch stew, folks.
It smells so good.
Thank you, chef.
It's my pleasure.
That was so delicious. Theory confirmed. This is definitely chili pepper weather.
Xiangling can be a bit of a handful, so please look out for her while you're out and about.
Come on, Dad. Why would you say that?
Because I know you all too well, my dear. That's why. You mustn't be quite so reckless when you're out in the wild, you understand? You do well to be a little more cautious, like our traveler friend.
Don't worry. We're all friends here. Let's all look out for each other. And Guoma's back. Roly-poling around as usual. All right, let's pack up and head out.
Alright. Did I accept another mission without me noticing that I did? Oh well. How far is that? So don't walk too far. Okay, I cannot teleport, so I'm gonna have to walk. I hate the water. So annoying. I always drown in water.
Outside the box thinking that we're looking for, right? Hotel always seems to have a unique perspective, so let's make this our first stop. What? My ears are burning. Did somebody say my name?
Hu Tao.
Yeah, it's Paimon and the Traveler. Oh, and Xiangling too.
That's a weird outfit.
Oh, of course, Hu Tao. Way outside the box. Meaning you're here for some other reason, right? How might I be of assistance?
That outfit is so weird and dark.
I wanted to ask you, what kind of food do you like? What food I like? Off the top of my head, I don't really have an answer. Wow, so even Hu Tao gets lost for words sometimes. Come on, even the chirpiest birds clock out for the night, right? I'm no different. Pretty sure clocking out isn't something birds do, but okay.
It's okay, you just keep it simple.
Right! There's no need to overcomplicate it. Just pick a dish and tell me what you like.
What is that bear doing there?
Doing some
How is
market
that?
research.
That's your friend, right?
I see. Launching a new dish? Well, let me say right off the bat, nothing weird, okay? Some poached fish, a side of shrimp dumplings. That is all you need. Poached fish and shrimp dumplings? That's a bit ordinary, isn't it? Well, it is and it isn't. Think about it. Poached fish is hot and spicy with a powerful aroma. It's a dynamic dish. Add a side of shrimp dumplings, and there's your status
What's that bear
component.
doing?
Got it? Dynamic? Oh, I can do dynamic. Mushroom slime stew, it... No, not that kind of dynamic. A dish is more than substance, it's a mood.
What's that bear doing?
Poached fish is red and spicy. It elicits a response from the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. That's why I call it dynamic. Shrimp dumplings are more subdued, clear and smooth with a pure and subtle fragrance. I call that static.
Combining dynamic and static is how you create a perfectly balanced meal. A union between opposite but complementary features coexisting in perfect harmony.
Paimon didn't follow that at all. But at the same time, it kinda sounded smart, so...
Okay. Dynamic and static. Opposite, but complementary.
So is this just another way of saying you should keep everything balanced? You know, a little meat, a little veggie, a little salt, a little sugar?
Bingo! Except I don't think you need to have a sweet dish for it to be a complete meal. Personally, I always skip dessert.
Okay, I think I got it. At first I thought you were just goofing around, but actually you make a really good point. How did I ever doubt
That's
you,
so
Thanks.
the bad way to see it. I thought you were just goofing around.
When it comes to telling tales, the storytellers have got nothing on Hu Tao.
Sounds suspiciously like a compliment to me. I'll take it.
You're clearly a keen listener.
Well, at least one of you gets it. Everything in this world runs on its own set of principles, be it the circle of life or sugar and spice. You either get it or you don't.
Since the traveler seems to approve, I'll make sure to factor it in.
Sorry, I'm flying on my mic.
Paimon thinks we're pretty much done here now. Let's head to Boo Boo Pharmacy next.
Boo Boo Pharmacy? Yeah, you'll definitely get some interesting responses over there.
But everybody's different. Ooh, we have new missions here as well. God damn it, that's high up, not down low. Chi-Chi, I think. We're gonna get an answer. Oh, and I drowned. Told you my worst enemy is water. I'm so bad. Water is my worst enemy. Chi-Chi.
Oh, it's you. Is everything okay? Why, if it isn't the special guest who seldom visit. Less busy than usual, I see. Yikes! What happened to Baiju's voice? Excuse me? The neck. Oh, it's just Changsheng.
Welcome, welcome. Here to procure an herbal remedy, I presume?
Nope.
No. We actually came for the conversation this time. We're here to talk food. I'm entering this year's cooking competition, so I wanted to ask you both. Oh, wait, there's 3 of you. I wanted to ask the 3 of you what kind of food you like. Most astutely self-corrected. We shall surely supply our assistance.
You need to know what food I like? It's all the same. No flavor.
Chi-Chi has some gustatory dysfunction and can't taste any food. Make no mistake, she's not being uncooperative.
Oh, I understand. That's fine. Still, I'd expect Chi-Chi to have some sort of dietary preferences, though. There must be some dishes that you like the sensation of.
Sensation? Yes. There's one. Coconut milk. Nice.
Wrinkle.
Cool.
Well, that doesn't help us. It's not a dish, it's a drink.
How about you two? Any thoughts?
I like bite-sized morsels of meat.
I agree with Changsheng. Many of our patients are the elderly and young children. They find large chunks of fowl or seafood difficult to swallow and digest. Dishes where the ingredients have been finely chopped, on the other hand, are far more suitable for them. We also see plenty of people with colds and sore throats who find it difficult to eat rich food. From a purely pharmaceutical perspective, I tend to recommend soups and stews.
Got it!
Would that be medicinal soups and stews?
Medicinal soup. I don't like it.
I must apologize for having such a one-track mind. It's a little difficult to think about food without worrying about the health implications these days. We've had quite the endless stream of patients recently. If you ask me, I think the changing weather is to blame.
That's okay. Everyone's input counts. Keeping it seasonal and suitable for all ages sounds like a pretty good idea to Paimon.
Important consideration for my chef.
Medicinal dishes have higher demands in terms of nutritional balance than the kind of food I normally cook. I don't usually focus on medicinal properties, but since this is for a competition, maybe I can score more points by taking both flavor and function into account.
Food with substance. Always better. Everyone will like it.
It's a great suggestion.
So
Thanks,
then
everyone.
inside.
You're welcome. As long as we could help.
It's great to have a doctor's unique perspective. I'm feeling inspired.
Look at the bear.
Oh, how you flatter me.
Receptivity to sensible suggestions make for a savvy chef. Oh, she is! Creating new dishes is Xiangling's favorite thing to do. You can be sure she'll put lots of care and attention into it. Everyone's got their hobbies, and mine is cooking. Usually I just go with my own ideas, but having a whole new perspective this time is sure to make a big difference to the end result. Great! That makes this whole trip worth it! Alright, time to move on to the next. So we've got an independent thinker's perspective and a health perspective. Next, Paimon thinks we should probably talk to some picky eaters.
Who's a picky eater? That's interesting. I can probably relate because I'm a picky eater. Kinda, not really. I am 100%, but it depends. It's better like, it's not like, I'm very picky, I won't eat it. It's like, I prefer something better than this. It's like, I can't eat it. Just like, I could get something much better than that.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. And Xiangling.
They're picky eaters? Oof.
Greetings, friends. It's been a while.
Hey, what brings you here?
Everyone's gathered.
Has something happened? What's with this great big stone on the ground?
Long story. So, just to confirm, I will assume responsibility for handling this stone of unknown origin. Any objections?
Really?
None here. You know how to get things done, pitching. As long as it's with you, I can rest easy knowing that it's in safe hands.
Should I take this to mean that you doubt the relative safety of leaving this in the hands of the Tianquan?
Huh? Well, for starters, Ketching is the one who's always out running errands, rain or shine. Besides, you don't seem to give a wooden more about this whole thing anyway, so what's it to you?
I was merely joking. You, meanwhile, seem only too ready to pounce when an opportunity to publicly lambaste me arises. Even when it means giving our poor mutual friend here the cold shoulder.
This is bath
By no
time.
means. You wish to know about the stone, I presume. Then let me invite the great seafarer Captain Beto to tell the story, if she would be so kind.
You... Well, it's a big one, right? And such a smooth surface, too. Makes you think there's gotta be a good chunk of jade in there.
It was found by a fishing crew, not far off the coast. It must have been underwater for years, so the erosion will be what's given it that smooth finish.
Finds like this cannot be kept as private property, and must be submitted to a holder of public office. Placing it into our custody will also give them peace of mind.
So, what's inside it?
Well, we've hit it with just about every weapon we could get our hands on and haven't managed to even dent it yet. Clearly there's more to it than meets the eye.
No weapon could smash it open. Wow. Paimon doesn't think we've ever encountered a stone like that before.
Kuching has taken an unusually keen interest in this giant stone, which is why we are leaving the matter in her capable hands.
Let's put that aside for a second. Traveler, what brings you here? Were you looking for someone?
I'm interested about that stone now.
We were looking for all of you. We need all hands on deck here.
Just don't say that they're picky eaters.
Hopefully not because
Look
there's
at the
been some
bear.
sort of cataclysmic event.
No, nothing like that. Paimon's just getting carried away. I just wanted to ask everyone about their food preferences.
Food preferences? That's a little unexpected.
I have rather simple tastes. Precise, pure, smart, and sophisticated. That is all I require.
That's your idea of simple, huh?
I summed up my culinary requirements in 4 words. Is that insufficiently simple for you?
A few weeks out on the open ocean would fix your flawed definition of simplicity, let me tell you that.
What about you, Beto?
Me? If it's freshly cooked and piping hot, that floats my boat. It's got a little chili pepper in there, too. I'm one very happy captain.
Paimon thought you would have said bar food.
Oh, bar food works, too.
As for me, it's got to be seafood.
Okay, got it. So, seafood, piping hot, and, simple but sophisticated.
Over
That's where I would disagree. Traveler, surely you've heard of golden shrimp balls. Oh my, they're my favorite. You need to wash and devein the shrimp, wrap it in finely sliced potato strip, and deep fry it to perfection. There's no room for cutting corners. They're very precisely put together. They taste pure, the presentation is smart, and the skill needed to cook them is highly sophisticated. It fits Ningguang's forward summary to the letter. Huh. So what you're saying is, for all the frills and trills, good food is all the same at the core?
I heartily agree. Golden shrimp balls are a prime example. Their essence lies in combining art and nutrition in a single package. It is a dish of true value.
Okay, got it. So Kuching loves golden shrimp balls.
I didn't say that. Did I?
Well.
No, at least not outright.
Alrighty. Thanks for all your input. I'll be sure to take it all into consideration.
Traveler, Paimon, do you have anything planned after this?
No.
Good. I'd like you to help me investigate something. It's about this stone.
You picked the right people for the job. We investigate stuff all the time.
That's kind of weird, jumping from one story to another.
The Chising has a public duty to deliver our final verdict to the fishermen. But there are also some things I would like to investigate on a personal level. I'm sure you've become acquainted with the general background of the Moonchase Festival. However, I have my own understanding of this festival's roots. My grandfather was a researcher of Liyue's tradition.
So just the festival
In his
thing.
notes, he indicated that there was a deity called the Stove God in ancient Liyue, which people paid tribute to at a certain time of the year. Very few written records make mention of the Stove God, and those that do are notoriously confusing. Some scholars believe that the Stove God was just another title held by the Lord of Geo, but others suggest that this was a different deity altogether. One folktale even claims that the ancients found the Stove God's shrine, but there was no statue, only a huge, smooth slab of stone. Shortly after it was found, the stone was lost in transit, and it hasn't been seen since. This stone here has all the same features, so I suspect it could be the one that went missing all those years ago. After many years of researching ancient texts, my grandfather came to believe that the practice of paying seasonal tribute to the Stove God may be best described as a festival. He called it the Stove God Festival. That would make it the forerunner to the Moonchase Festival we know today. But this is all just theory and conjecture. To prove any of it, we'd need to start by identifying who the Stove God really was. Now that Rex Lapis has passed on, and Liyue has entered the age of humankind, his successor should continue to respect our nation's culture and traditions, just as he did. That's why I think the responsibility for this situation should fall to me. It's a chance to shed light on our history, revitalize an ancient tradition, and possibly prove my grandfather's hypothesis along the way. With any luck, we'll nail all 3 in one fell swoop. It was just a couple of days ago that we received this stone. Right after we decided to use food as the central theme for this year's festival. It makes me wonder. Maybe a divine will is at work behind all of this.
3 birds with 1 stone, huh? That's pretty efficient, even for cooking.
I'd love to help, but what? I'm in the middle of a commission for
Hey, don't worry about that. This sounds super important, so don't mind me. Besides, we're only... Wait a second. I got it!
What? Why are you shouting?
Ka-ching, can I tag along for your investigation?
But...
Since it's all about the stove god, I might get to learn something useful about cooking along the way. It'll be great inspiration for me in the competition. Please, let me come along. I promise I'll help.
If it means that much to you... Okay, I suppose you can come.
She gets very fast flustered. Voila, I said it correctly.
Now that that's settled, time to get
Then you see the bear. I'm here, look at me.
To a lot of historical texts, so I'd like to start by making some inquiries there.
All right, then it's off to Chingsa we go.
Really? No one can break it? Let me test that theory. The blade goes through it. I guess you cannot break it because your blade goes through it. Oh, nice. Next to the teleporter. My back is sweating. My mom's spaghetting.
Hi, Granny. We need your help with something. Are there any old books around Chingsa village? You know, from a really long time ago?
Oh, looking for ancient texts, are we? Let me think. There is an old warehouse over there, property of the Feyun Commerce Guild. Many books are stored inside, those that they have no room for at home. In fact, their youngest comes over this way to read sometimes.
The Feyun Commerce Guild's youngest? You must be talking about Xingqiu.
Paimon didn't know they had a warehouse here. Let's go take a look.
But we were just at the warehouse. Was it this one? We'll see. If it is that one. Okay, it's not that one, so we good. That's a warehouse? Oh, that's the warehouse.
Help! I'm being robbed!
It came from that direction. Come on!
Oz, reveal the...
Ragdoll, that ragdoll though. Well, come back up here when you can. A, neče. We did it. Oh, wrong direction.
I've come here to clean the book warehouse plenty of times before, but this is the first time I've run into these crooks.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks to all of you. Hey, wait a minute. You're the traveler, aren't you?
Aw, shucks.
Lady Kuching, an honor. Truly an honor.
We'll try not to take up too much of your time. I understand that this book warehouse is the property of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Could you advise whether we might find any text relating to the Stove God in this collection?
The Stove God? I heard that's the Lord of Geo, right?
Huh? Really?
Yeah. A friend of mine who conducts research mentioned it once before. We use stoves for cooking, and stoves are built from rock. Some people think that the stove is a gift from the Lord of Geo. And that's why they call him the Stove God.
Seems logical enough. But do you have any books on the topic?
I'm sorry, I'd have to ask the young master about that.
Oh, any questions? Please.
Hey, it's Chongyun and Xinqiu.
Look, so many main characters in that guy.
Hello, one and all.
Chongjun.
Hey guys, what are you doing here?
I was bored with nothing to do, and thought I'd come out this way for a bit of reading. And then I thought, why not bring Chongyun along too?
Yes. I'm just along for the ride, really.
I see the Yuheng Kuching is with you. Whatever brings you here must surely be a matter of grave importance.
Master Xingqiu, if I may be so bold, do you happen to know if there are any texts on the subject of the Stove God among this collection?
Since I personally selected which volumes to store here, I do have some recollection of their contents, if my memory betrays me not. There is one volume among them called Demystifying the Legends of Liyue, which mentions the Stove God.
Might I take a look?
Certainly. If it pleases my lady, I shall lead the way. Sheng, I will take care of things here. You're free to go about your own business.
I'm hungry.
You're back! So did you find it?
They kissed and they played it.
Master Xingqiu has quite an exceptional memory. Demystifying the Legends of Liyue does indeed mention the Stove God. However, it says the following. The body of the dragon wielded a tail that could eclipse the sun, and claws to command fire and teach the ways of wisdom. Receiving the gift bequeathed unto them, humankind cooked food with fire, and thus did they prosper.
Delicious food.
The body
I shouldn't have done that.
The stories about Rex Lapis say the same thing.
That much is true. But this is the only passage in the whole book. If we want to find out more, we'll have to continue our investigation. There's nothing further to discover here. It seems we'll have to look at other options.
I come from a long lineage of exorcists, and our family too has amassed a number of ancient texts. Now that you mention the Stove God, I seem to recall reading somewhere that this god once appeared at the Guili Assembly. Of course, I can't say if it's true or not.
Books are penned by people. All they can do is show what the author was thinking. Everyone's mind is different, so every book on a given topic will give a different account. I apologize that we could not help in a more substantial capacity.
Your help thus far is quite ample. Liyue is a vast and rich land. All things that existed here in the past have left their trace. So long as we do not abandon our search, it is sure to bear fruit eventually. Thank you all. We will continue our investigation elsewhere.
Hold up. I had a question too. Xingqiu, Chongyun, could you tell me what kind of food you like?
Food? Oh no. You're not thinking of taking part in the Masterful Chefs, are you?
Yeah, I totally am. What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Xiangling, this is a major event. I beg you, please don't cook anything strange for this competition.
What do you mean strange?
Mushroom slime stew, to give one example.
Okay, fair enough. That dish isn't my most popular. But that's why I'm doing all this research, so I can create some really special dishes to win everyone over.
Well, in that case, I like cold food.
That's because you can't handle hot and spicy, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
My tastes are on the mild side. I prefer gentle dishes with minimal seasoning. Soups and stews, vegetables and broth.
Isn't like
seafood or
soup
freshwater
like
fish,
very
either
seasoned,
boiled or
so
steamed.
it's not just water? You
These
didn't
kinds
see
of
the bear
dishes
there.
I am most partial to.
Like, what's happening there?
No surprises from the Google.
Nothing. I'm just gonna go there.
Hey, another mild child. Got it.
These are just personal preferences, and everyone's are quite different. Are you sure this eclectic mix of opinions will be of any use?
Of course. You're my customers, and putting a smile on customers' faces is my calling as a chef.
Though Xiangling's market research blade stabs often into the dark, her heart never strays from the noble path.
If anyone can win hearts and minds with their cooking, it's gotta be someone like Xiangling. She's got pure intentions and really cares about the customers. No, where's all this praise coming from? Knock it off, guys. You're embarrassing me. Sorry for holding you all up. That's all I needed to know. Shall we carry on with the investigation now? Over to you, Kuching. Where to next?
So we've learned the Stove God allegedly made an appearance at the Guili Assembly. But today that place is largely a wasteland with few traces of human activity. Wangshu Inn is close by, so let's stop off there on the way over and see what we can find out.
Forgive us, for this is where we must part ways. May your journey be a smooth one.
Yes, best of luck. If you run into any difficulties, come and find us. We'll be only too glad to help.
Let's go! Next stop, Wangshu Inn!
And next up, let's see. Oh, up there. Okay. I need to eat something.
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
Mm-hmm.
There's Yanxiao!
Talking about food makes me hungry. I want more.
Oh, traveler. Who are all these people?
Friends of ours! Allow Paimon to introduce Xiangling, Guoba, and
I'm gonna see that. We have a picture.
Of the Qixing? She's...
Hi.
Hello. No need to be so nervous.
It's not that. It's... I mean, I'm just your typical commoner. I've never met someone as high up as the Yuheng before in my whole life.
Look at that strong body, those powerful hands, and honest eyes. This guy must be a really great chef.
So, is there something I can help you with? You've come a long way out to end up at Wangshu Inn.
Let me fill you in.
Oh, okay. I see.
Legends claim that the Stove God once appeared at the Guili Assembly. As Wangshu Inn is the oldest extant building in this area, any historical texts from around these parts are likely to have ended up here. Is there a room in this inn for storing books? And if there is, do any of them mention the Stove God?
Well, now that you mention it, we do have a fair few ancient texts here. I remember looking through an old recipe book once. If you're happy to wait here for a few minutes, I'll go have a look right away. Oh, traveler, there's something I need to discuss with you.
What is it? We need to pay up or something?
What? No, I wouldn't take your money. We're all friends here. I just wanted to ask if you had the time to make a satisfying salad for me.
A satisfying salad? What for?
Could it be?
Yeah, guy who hangs out on the roof terrace, you know? Good-looking fella, not too tall.
Shh! Don't you think he can hear you?
Oh, right. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, you know who I mean. The boss told me to take care of him, but this guy, let me tell you, he is one tough nut to crack. He usually turns his nose up at everything that isn't almond tofu. But the boss tells me you once made him a satisfying salad, and it all went down so well. So I was thinking, could you teach me how to make it too? That way, I'll have something else in my arsenal.
Oh, so this is for show! You guys really look after him, huh?
Well, that's life, right? You gotta look out for your own people. All right then, wait right here. I'll be just 1 minute.
Clock is ticking! 59, 58...
Sorry for the trouble, Traveler.
Don't mention it.
Okay.
Here you are.
Thank you ever so much.
While Kuching's reading her book, let's make that satisfying salad. Xiangling, what are you gonna do?
I'd love to come watch too, but I don't want to get in the way, so I'll just stay here with Kuching.
Okay, shall we go then?
Go ahead and get started. I'll just watch from over here. I only need to watch you make it once to have it committed to memory.
Okay.
All right. Show me how it's done. All right. Show.
Make a satisfied salad, yes. It's a salad, so... Wait, do I have a recipe? Nope. Make a satisfied salad. I won't ever call time over to. Is it just a salad? Stick. Okay, let me Google it. How it looks. Genshin Impact satisfying salad. Oh, it's that one. Okay, do I have that one? It has a lot of egg, this one.
That should do it.
How was that?
All right, thanks for that. I think I've got it now.
You got all the steps down, right?
Of course. Don't forget, I am the best chef around these parts.
Let's go see what Kuching and Xiangling are up to. Kuching, Xiangling, we're back!
You finished cooking? Good timing. We finished our reading too.
And? Useful?
Useful. There is a passage concerning the stove god, and it's not what we were expecting.
But it's good, yes?
Quote, 60 miles to the northwest is the Guili Assembly. Many were settled there, where they hunted in groups, farmed the land, and made their living from what the soil yielded. When the stove god descended, one god became many, all of which were the height of children. As does a star when it descends into the world, so the stove god went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. With fire, the people at last learned to make hot food, and they dined on rice congee and cooked meat thereafter. This is a radically different account from the one given in Demystifying the Legends of Liyue, and also a conflicting one.
One god became many? Does that mean there was more than one stove god?
Taking the text at face value, that is what it says.
Went out among the common folk and taught them to create fire. So did the stove god really go and teach people how to cook firsthand?
Now that's a god who truly cared for their people.
So, we've got two leads, but they contradict each other. How do we know which one to believe?
By continuing our investigation and reserving judgment for now. Thank you for this text, Yanxiao.
It's my pleasure, really. Think nothing of it. If anything, I should be thanking the Traveler. Listen, you've helped me an awful lot. Not just today, but in the past, too. I want to make it up to you properly, and as it happens, things are pretty quiet here today. So I'd like to take the chance to treat you all. What do you say? Will you stay for a meal?
Wow, he sure sounds confident in his cooking. I like that. Confidence is one of the best ingredients a chef can have. I really want to try his cooking. I say we take him up on his offer.
Can you spare the time?
It's hard to refuse a generous offer like that. Yes, I think we can fit this in. Yanxiao, we await your culinary creations with great anticipation.
I won't disappoint.
Time to jump off. Yeet.
Everybody, please be seated!
Shut up, Paimon.
Think you own the place.
I'll sit here with Guoba.
Aw. Cute.
Here we are. That's everything you ordered.
It all smells amazing. I think I've met my fellow finalist.
It smells beautiful.
Strange. I never would have guessed that such a gifted chef worked here. This inn isn't particularly known for its food.
Everyone likes a good meal, whether they're staying the night or just stopping by for a bite. We call it an inn, but the fact is it's much more than that. We have to cater to all aspects of daily life to make this a true home away from home. Please enjoy your meal at your leisure. I should get back.
Yanxiao, are you taking part in this year's Masterful Chefs?
Huh? You too?
Yup, I've signed up already, and I've got my eyes on the prize. Your cooking's delicious, Yanxiao. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the final.
Huh. Interesting. All right, I'll see you there.
What was that? Some kind of power move?
No, it seemed more sportsmanlike than that.
Yup, he's a really talented chef. His food was excellent, and it showed he has a level-headed personality. That's the kind of chef that could be a match for me. I haven't had any competitive cooking experience since my cook-off with Brooke in Springvale.
Well, the heat is on you. You will rise to the challenge.
You're too kind. Loba, what are you doing?
What?
Globa's eating the... Those were Kuchings! How could you steal them while she wasn't looking?
Oh, my golden shrimp balls.
Huh? You ate every last one? Oh, Globa, we've been through this. When we're with friends, you gotta be on your best behavior, okay? I'm so sorry, Kuching. I promise I'll make it up to you.
What's the big deal? We can just get another plate. After all, it's Yanxiao's treat today.
It's not the same, though. The moment's gone. Sure, you can eat something else, but you can never go back and change the feeling of despair as your food is snatched away from right under your nose. The dining experience is a trinity of emotion, food, and atmosphere, and you've got to have all three to make it work.
I have to say, now that you mention it, that is a very accurate appraisal of the situation.
I'm gonna make it up to you, Kuching. Is there anything you want to eat? Anything at all. Whatever it is, I'll make it for you.
I don't have high hopes for this. But equally, I don't want her feeling guilty. Okay, I'll let her do this for me. If you insist, there is one dish that perhaps you could try making for me. It's an old recipe from my grandfather's notes.
No problem. May I see it?
I'll get it to you when we're back in Liyue Harbor.
Dang it, now she's gonna go hungry.
Traveler, have you finished eating?
Yep.
Before we do anything else, let's head back to Liyue Harbor. I need to fetch something. I need to go home to fetch my grandfather's notes. Let's meet at Wanban Restaurant later.
I'll go get everything ready. Traveler, what about you? Are you gonna do your own thing for a while, or do you want to come in and have a seat?
I actually have something to discuss with her. You go ahead. We'll join you later.
Okay, gotcha.
Traveler, come here for a moment. I need your advice on something. What do I need to do to get along with Xiangling?
Seriously? That's what's stressing you out?
What's so strange about it? Why are you looking at me like that?
You're super smart, and you're always so sure of yourself. Paimon thought you'd never need advice from anyone about anything.
Well, that's just ridiculous. Xiangling's always so warm and friendly with me. And this time especially. And now she's desperate to do me a favor. So, is that supposed to mean... we're friends already? I'm just not used to dealing with people who are so warm right from the get-go. How exactly am I supposed to respond to that?
Just smile back once in a while. Just grin and bear it. You seem to be getting along fine already.
Noted. Thank you, Traveler. I'll see you again shortly.
What's making Keqing so self-conscious? Paimon thought nobody would be able to get under her skin.
I like to hear what Ina thinks. Me too.
Hey, we're here! Hey, grab a seat. I'm just running through my ingredients to see what I'm missing. Oh, we're gonna do this now? What is it? This is your idea! Why you gotta dump it on Paimon? Okay, so back at Longshu Inn, we noticed you and Keqing were getting along pretty well. So you really like hanging out with her, huh? Yep. Keqing's good-natured and easy to be around. The kind of person everyone wants to know, right? You're a braver person than Paimon. The first time we met Keqing, Paimon found her pretty intimidating.
She doesn't have a formidable presence.
You think so? I remember thinking straight away that she was really easy to get along with. Didn't you see her sneaking treats to Goba back at Longshu Inn? Yeah, she's great. We know that now. We're just talking about first impressions. First impressions? Oh, okay. Hey, have you guys eaten grilled shellfish before? They can be hard to crack at first, but they taste amazing that way. We've eaten shellfish before, but I don't think we've ever tried eating them grilled. Oh, you're missing out. I'll grill some for you another time. But anyway, Keqing's like a shellfish. Maybe a little closed off at first, but once you get to know her, she's got a soft and squishy side too. Not to mention that even after her favorite
Food
was
reference,
stolen
okay.
away, she was still happy looking after Goba. I'm really grateful for that. You make a good point. You know, Xiangling's intuition for people seems really spot on. Is that why she took a liking to Keqing so quickly?
I think so.
Alright, let's see. We're okay for carrots and crab, and we still got some ham and mushrooms. I wonder what Keqing's recipe is gonna be. Huh? What was that noise? What's going on? What the? That bird is huge! Ah, it's the ladybird!
Excuse me. One shall not be addressed in such a manner. One shall be known as Adeptus, whose name, should you care to mention it, is Cloud Retainer.
Cloud Retainer? That does sound like an Adeptus name.
Well spoken. One shall let this young lady's enlightened words atone for the ignorant ones of her friends. A while it has indeed been, traveler.
We just spoke
Does
today.
one surmise correctly that you hasten hither to partake in the Moon Chase Festival?
You could put it like that, yeah.
So even the illustrious traveler has been summoned to attend the Moon Chase Festival. As expected, this year's theme stands proud against the test of public scrutiny.
The theme? You mean Feast of the Bounteous Land?
The very same. Moon Chase Festival falls during the season when many cooking ingredients are ripe. Hence, it is a fitting time to enjoy the finest of foods. one noticed the relative pomp and ceremony with which this year's affairs are being conducted, and could not abide to stand idly by. Let it be known that one's culinary proficiency and ingenuity is uncontested in all the world. Thus does one now appear in this realm, that those who inhabit it might witness one's latest creation, a supreme cuisine machine.
A supreme cuisine what? What's a supreme cuisine machine?
Is it a new invention?
Patience. One's purpose here today is to meet and to greet. Nothing further. All shall be revealed before your very eyes when the time arrives. Traveler, you are one who has witnessed much of the culinary world. When the day comes, one would be most pleased to see you in attendance, offering your most vociferous ovations.
Oh, so we're officially invited?
That which is implicitly understood needs not be made explicit, let alone official. I shall say no more and dwell here no longer. Await my word. Be there or beware.
Narada?
It always disappears just as quickly as she shows up. Wait, not bird, Adeptus. Hey, wait! Isn't she technically an illuminated bird, though?
She seemed like someone very prestigious and very talented at cooking.
Really? We did kinda have to cook.
Definitely loves her food.
Yeah, we did have to make food
What are
for
you all
them.
huddled together over here for? The Adeptus left already.
Yay! Kaching's back!
It's actually...
Sorry I kept you waiting, Xiangling. This is the recipe from my grandfather's notes. They're not in the best condition, so rather than bring them out of the house, I just transcribed the recipe. Unfortunately, the texts my grandfather worked with were very old. Usually faded, damaged, or both. Some parts are missing from this recipe, too. Do you think you'll still be able to work with it?
Oh, okay. Let me take a look. Give me some time. I need to look into it.
Sorry for the trouble.
You're all here?
That voice sounds familiar.
Genu.
Sorry to interrupt your conversation. I was in the area buying a few things, and I heard the disturbance, so I felt compelled to come take a look.
You mean Cloud Retainer? I saw her too. She just suddenly showed up right in the middle of the street. Whatever adeptal power that was, she certainly knows how to make an entrance.
Lady Kaching, you saw her too? Do you, have a moment? I need to discuss something with you.
What is it, Ganyu? Has something urgent come up while I've been out?
No, it's nothing work-related. I wanted to ask about, something personal. Is that okay?
A personal matter? Involving me? Surely I haven't done anything improper recently, have I?
Please, Lady Kaching? This is really important to me.
Oh, okay.
I noticed Cloud Retainer was here for quite a while. Did she say anything about... me? When I was young?
Oh.
About your childhood? No, nothing at all.
What? Really? Thank good. I was getting really worried. Once she gets talking to people, she tends to go off on all sorts of tangents. So I was worried she might have bored you with some stories about me.
Your name didn't even come up, so you've nothing to worry about.
Kaching, how are you not asking a bunch of questions right now? Obviously some juicy gossip here. Aren't you curious to find out what it is?
Please, no. Don't do that to me.
Of course not. Whatever it is, I'm not curious and I'm not going to ask. If Ganyu has a secret and she wishes to keep it that way, nobody should make it their business to try and get it out of her. That's just basic decency, is it not?
Yes, ma'am. Fine, I'll never bring it up again.
Thank you. You're so kind and considerate. I've always seen that in you.
What's that got to do with... Honestly...
This is just a bunch of girl talk
You
constantly.
should be getting back now.
Oh my, you're right. I should. Okay, everyone. Please excuse me. I should get back to work now. Take good care of Kaching for me.
Hey, what are you trying to say? Don't worry, Ganyu. We will.
Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
At the end, she sounds like your big sister.
Just ignore her.
Hey, everyone! I just had an idea. It really occurred to me when that Adeptus showed up. Do you think the Stove God could be an Adeptus too?
Ooh, could be. I don't want to assert either way, but it seems highly likely.
In that case, we should go ask the Adepti about it. I think my master might be able to help.
Master? You mean your teacher is an Adeptus?
Uh-huh. She's over at Eugene Terrace. Come on, I'll
Your
introduce
teacher as a... You're an Adeptus? What? I'm confused. And I'm still hungry. 50 minutes left. I can do it. Come on. This week I had a really bad time doing stuff related to streaming. I quit last time, then I had to go, then I quit, and I think I was late multiple times. So, yeah. Really bad reputation. Oh, it's you. Team Granny. She's a Adepti? Since when? Makes sense for him, though.
Hello, Xiangling.
Madam Ping is Xiangling's master? I did not expect that.
Master, how are you keeping these days? Are you well?
Oh, very well, thank you. What a surprise it is that you all had the time to come and visit me today.
Hello.
Master, we came here because we have a question for you. Do you know about the Stove God?
Of course I know the Stove God.
Does this mean you know them personally?
Ah, I see. It's the Moonchase Festival, isn't it? How interesting. So you came to hear some stories about the Stove God.
That's right. We're investigating something that happened recently.
They explained the stone.
I see. The great stone surfaces. And so you open an investigation. I must commend your guesswork this far. I did indeed know the Stove God of whom you speak, but it was a great many years ago. Moonchase was originally a rite observed by the Adepti, not something in which the ordinary people of Liyue would ever partake. But over the years, they have sought to emulate it for themselves many times, giving rise to various festivals bearing the Moonchase name. On nights when the moon shone bright, everybody would get together for joyful reunions. There would be fine food, fine wines, and choice teas. Later, Rex Lapis unified all of these various festivals under the Moonchase name to honor an old friend of his. In short, the heavens were our witness as we vowed to the moon to come together in joyful solidarity, to remember the past and reflect upon the present. That is the meaning of the Moonchase Festival.
Rex Lapis.
That friend made many contributions to Liyue, and Rex Lapis would not have them go unrecognized. Turning this season into a commemoration of his old friend was also a way to honor that friendship.
I don't know why we didn't just go to the guy that is the Rockill to talk about the stone. I was like, we already did like a stone mission type of thingy story. Why wouldn't we just go to him? He knows a lot about stone.
In the hands of Rux Lapis, our nation's traditions were faithfully upheld. It is to their detriment that we must now be the ones to inherit this duty.
Ah, Kuching, I simply won't allow you to be so down on yourself. Nothing would delight Rex Lapis more than to know that those who follow in his footsteps continue to value these traditions and are working tirelessly to do them justice.
Thank you.
Lady Kuching.
The bear.
Lady Kuching, Lady Ningguang wishes to speak with you.
Ningguang's looking for me? Must be important. Please excuse me, everyone. If I'm not back soon, you'll find me at Ningguang's office.
Where's Ningguang's office? Before it was in the sky, but we kinda plunged it down.
Kuching's a lot more serious when she's got her work face on.
Do you want to know who Rex Lapis's friend was?
Oh! Hang on, guys!
The stone god, it is the friend, right?
Yes, precisely. There are few genuine coincidences in the world. The story of the Lost Festival and the old friend are indeed one and the same. The Stove God was a good friend of mine, too. What a pity it is that the god is now gone both from the world and from people's memories.
How could that happen?
It is to everyone's regret that the Stove God passed. But gods cannot be fully destroyed, and we made a pact to wait until the land became fruitful once more. For perhaps the Stove God would then return, albeit in a new form.
Really? Master, you must miss the Stove God a lot, right? From the way you talk about it all, it sounds like you were the best of friends.
Yes. Thinking back on it all, there are many...
Oh yeah, that's why she didn't talk about it.
I'm pleasantly surprised to find that Kuching is investigating this. She is a tenacious child, and anything she sets her mind to, she will diligently pursue.
Yeah, we heard that at the beginning when we met her.
Makes me want to give her a helping hand. Unfortunately, however, I cannot simply give her the answer, for the process is of great importance to her. Kuching's grandfather once researched the Stove God, and now she follows in his footsteps. Since Kuching has inherited this conundrum, so too she must inherit the journey to its resolution.
You knew Kuching's grandpa?
Of course. I count all the people of Liyue among my good friends. I remember when he was the same age as Kuching is now. So young. Grandparent and grandchild are definitely made from the same mold. Both diligent enough to take on anything and bold enough to see it through to the end. I like to think of Liyue as my own little potted plant. I've watched it grow and blossom, and it grows more beautiful all the time. In the blink of an eye, the buds of yesterday are in full bloom today. It's wonderful.
Look at this bad lighting here. Just.
For new blossoms must bloom on the branches if the tree is to remain evergreen and ever young. My dears, you are absolutely right to focus your investigation on the stone. It is, as you suppose, the lost statue of the Stove God, and within it lie all the answers that you seek. I should like to see the stone for myself if you would lead me to it. Perhaps the truth will emerge even as we watch on.
Epic. So basically, I'm dying. Can I just teleport up there? Yes. I don't want to walk all the way up there, because it's a pain in the ass to go up there. But I'm dying still. Bum ba-dum ba-bum ba-dum. Think we're pleading to the end.
You're all here. I was just about to send someone to fetch you.
Kuchin, has the stone undergone any changes?
A crack has appeared in one corner, but we still can't tell what's inside.
What happened? Did someone chip it while no one else was looking?
More likely a natural occurrence. Our weapons have had no effect on it.
How would a natural occurrence crack it open?
This is because the stove god draws power from the actions of the masses. The heat of a busy kitchen, the joy of a reunion. Keep up the good work, and the truth will rise to the surface soon enough.
All the books say the stove god is the deity of food. So is the stone opening up because everyone's cooking for the festival?
Statues
MO
draw
Gamer
power
Music.
from their people.
Saludos,
So, the
Decimatico
stove
Graph.
god has dominion over cooking.
Hello?
Could it be that the
what?
passion people put into their cooking gives power to
Was
the
the,
stove god?
I have no idea what that means, so you're gonna give me a moment. I need to open Google Translate and translate that. Because that doesn't look English or my language. It's Spanish. Let's put it English. Greetings from Mexico Creek. Hello. Salute. Yeah, okay, it is salute, yes. Oh yeah, okay. Hello, welcome. You came literally at the end of my stream, but I appreciate you coming nonetheless. I'm just doing the event, I guess.
Paimon's theory is not an unreasonable one.
So yeah, I'm just doing stories and enjoying the tranquility.
Back home, the whole city's bustling with people, and that adds a lot to the festive atmosphere. So if the stone cracked because
It's really nice to just
started getting
be quiet and listen to the stories.
when the festive fever peaks, it'll bust right open, right?
Probably.
That's gotta be it, right, Master?
Well, we'll have to see then, won't we?
Okay, the fact that cooking is involved gives us a perfect opportunity. The selections phase of masterful chefs will be held indoors and seen by only a few people.
And that's how it was never cracked open because you found the right stone at the right time at the right location where people gather and make food. Yes.
And when the finals end, boom! We'll get to see who the stove god really is, right?
It's definitely a possibility.
Well, I've already signed up, so I should be able to help.
Yes, for a chef as accomplished as yourself, getting to the finals should be a breeze.
All this talk of cooking competitions is making my
Stop! I'm hungry as well. I didn't eat nothing. I'm just eating small pieces of my food here. Oops, I skipped. Well, I guess this is gonna be have to done a little later. Or maybe it's already finished, so I did the quest? No, there's a new quest. So, I'm gonna do that next time, I guess. Lin Yang. So I'm just gonna go there. I'm not gonna start anything. Hopefully it doesn't automatically start. Because I wanna end it in 5 more minutes, so that's a big oof. We'll talk later. Okay, it doesn't start on its own, so I'm gonna leave it here, or it's gonna stretch a little longer than I intended to. So I finished the story about the woman with blue hair with horns. That story. That's what I did today, and then I continued the event, I guess. So I'm gonna leave that till next time. We're gonna finish it up next time because I ran out of time. So we're doing this cook off. Get quest. Okay, we did this one, I guess, and now we're doing this part, I guess. And then there causing match. So it's like an evental thing. Whoopsie daisy. There's something here. Oh, that was from that. Interesting. So, that's an event. That makes sense. Also, you can try out new characters. Should do that sometime. You get free stuff, so it's worth always. Alright, hopefully you enjoy. I'm gonna leave it here. Put end screen at right now. End screen. If you're interested, check out my videos. I would really appreciate it. I like doing stories, but today, I think it was Deltarune. No, I did a Deltarune. I think that was yesterday. I think, or was it today? No, I made a different thumbnail today. Today it was a COD day, so I made this thumbnail. So check it out. Hopefully you enjoy my stream. I try to do like most of the story, so it's at least interesting to view what the story is than just the gameplay, because to be honest, everybody just plays this game for the story, not the gameplay. Come on. And the evolution of how it's gonna end. So it's like an anime. You just want to see the ending. So hopefully you'll enjoy, and see you in the next stream.